Hello, amazing crew. How is everybody today? Going to share with you today the number one thing to understand about the Facebook algorithm. And even though I said Facebook algorithm in the heading, it's really algorithms in general. So you'll often hear me say sometimes we have to take a few steps back to take a few steps forward, and that's what I want to share with you today about the algorithm. Okay, this is not rocket science, but it's really important for you to understand. Everybody's looking for the shiny thing, shiny object syndrome. Something hits your email and it's, oh, that's the answer, or here's the latest Facebook hack, or the latest and greatest thing. So I just want to bring you back to basics and share you something really, really important about the algorithm. This is important for your success online. Okay, so that's what I'm going to share with you today. I'm also going to share with you, I'm going to share my screen just for a few seconds and show you what we've created for our crew, what we've created for our community, which has been a long time coming and a very expensive exercise. But we're still ironing out some kinks. Get it right, Helen. But it's pretty exciting for those in our coaching community. So I'll share that with you in a moment. Those of you that are in our online crew coaching community, we have a live Q&A Zoom call in 45 minutes. So on that call, I'm going to share with you the new thing, the new shiny thing. I'm going to do a little bit of training with you guys, and then we're going to have the live Q&A Zoom call. Now, for those of you in UK, Germany, stuff like that might be catching the replay of this because the timing just doesn't work out, I'm doing another live Q&A Zoom call in the coaching community on, my tomorrow, Thursday, so it's Thursday. So early hours of the morning UK and Germany. So I'm just doing more to cater for those in different time zones, okay? If you want to join us in the coaching community and get a crap load of training for next to nothing, the link's above. There's a very special offer until the end of January. You get access to every boot camp I've ever done, all my social media training for this much, but that's only available until the end of January, and I'll share that with you in a second. So how is everybody? How are you going? Have you had a good day? I'd love to know what's going on in your part of the world. Have you had a good day? Are you just starting your day? Is it the end of the day? Is it cold? Is it hot? What's going on for you? So let's see who's here. We'll say a couple of hellos. We've got Janet, Cherie, hello. We've got Gloria here. We've got Brigitte here. Lovely to see you. Cynthia, how are you? Susan, Christine. We've got lots of life members and VIPs on. Hello, Monica. Great to see you on. We've got Cheryl, Heather, Beth, Deb, Yvette. Look at all these beautiful faces we've got on today. Olive, my right-hand girl, I can't live without her. She's been a big help to me, particularly this week. Hi, Cherie. Wouldn't that be nice if it was real? I can't even remember what I said then. Hello, Heather. How are you? Hi, Tammy. We got Lani. It's great to see you, and Henry and everyone here. If you're not sure, Henry's this little fella here who just sort of gets left there. And for those of you that were on yesterday, did you trigger what was the difference with the hat? I'm saying, why is this hat so dusty? And it looks like kind of different shape. The day before, I was on a call with somebody and I was putting a jumper on here, and I completely knocked Henry off his perch. He went flying everywhere. The hat went flying. And what I didn't realize is I picked up this hat instead of that hat. Well, that hat yesterday, and that was full of dust sitting up there. So that's what that was yesterday. Just a useless piece of information for you for the day. It's good here for Yvette. We got Tracy, we got Cheryl, we've got Eli, is it? Or Ellie, maybe. Cheryl's one of our life members. Heather just got home from work, got off a lovely call with Susan. Awesome. Great to hear it. With the dust, it was Henry's hat. That's right. You worked that out as well because I was on a call with you. Okay, so let me get into, oh no, I'm just going to share my screen for a second. I just want to show you guys this, particularly for those of you in the coaching community that haven't seen your email yet, or you've missed an email from me. Any of you that know that you're in our coaching community, either a monthly member, lifetime member, or an annual member, I'm just going to share my screen and show you what I've created for you. And any of you that want to join us, this is what you could get. So, and I'll talk to you guys in the coaching community about this shortly. So this is my brand new members only website. Olive, would you mind just messaging me and making sure that they can see the screen, because I haven't got it set up. So it all carries through the theme of, you know, the beach and the ocean and all that kind of stuff. Join the group, all the rest of it, so that you're enrolled in different things. But look at all these amazing boot camps. So branding, fighting fear and emotions of this industry, what's working now, that's all about Facebook stories, organic growth, lead magnets, email marketing, business pages. I've reviewed business pages, Facebook ads for beginners, Facebook ads for advanced, visual content, so quotes, images, banners, you name it, all the visual stuff on social media. We've got bots, we've got boosting your business, like business page, even personal profile, prospecting, we've got groups, we've got all sorts of bonus trainings in that one, live Q&A Zoom call recordings, we've got a whole thing on attraction marketing, we've got a network boot camp. It just goes on and on and on and on. And this is at no extra cost to our members. This is thousands of dollars worth of training included when you just log in. So I hope, thank you, Olive. So I'll just go back. I just wanted to give you a little sneak peek, because that's been a long time in the making. It's unique for me and my membership community and you guys to have something all in the one place that you can navigate. And each boot camp is video 1, video 2, video 3, all the PDFs there. It's all organized like an educational platform. So it's awesome. And I hope you guys really like it. If it's not perfect, there'll be... We're still having technical issues as we speak, but we'll iron all those out. But for those of you that are in the coaching community, I hope you really enjoy that resource and we'll continue to grow. And anybody that wants to join us, the link is above. You just get all of that, this special offer until the end of January. You pay nothing, basically nothing for all that training. And that is going away on the 31st of January because ultimately I'm just giving away too much. I'm giving away way too much for nothing. So that is going to change. But coaching community members, I'll see you in 45 minutes or the call the next tomorrow and we'll sort that out, okay? So let's get on to the content for today because that's probably what you're mainly here for, to talk about the algorithm. And I really want you to try to just take a step back for a minute and understand this one thing. It is really good to know what you can do, when you can post, what you can post, at what times, you know, all those kind of things, and know a little bit about how the algorithm works and how you can use it to your benefit. But at the end of the day, none of those little tricks and hacks and etc., you know, really matter unless you understand this one thing, okay? The algorithm isn't about what you want. It's not about you and what, you know, what you want from it. And people that are building kind of spammy on social media, that's how they do it. It's like, I'm going to post something and I want customers. I'm going to post something and I want somebody to join my team. You know, things like that. It's what you want out for it. That's where a lot of people show up on social media. It's like, what can I post to get something out of people? So the algorithm is not about what you want. The algorithm is all about earning the right to have your content shown in other people's newsfeed. Okay, so it's not about you posting and what you want out of it. It's about earning the right to have your content shown organically for the most part. But those of you doing paid strategies, you can speed that up. You grow however you like. But it's about earning the right to have your content pushed out to other people's news feeds. Now, I've mentioned this many times. I'll mention it again. There's roughly about 3,000 pieces of content a day that Facebook has to work out about 300 of those that are going to go in front of your friends. You know, and on a business page, we've got the algorithm working there. Personal profile, we've got the algorithm working there. And then you've got Facebook stories, and that's a completely different algorithm again. Go for it on stories, guys. Don't hold back. Show your life. Show behind the scenes. Just share, you know, you can even be more strategic and create more curiosity in stories that you can potentially do in the newsfeed, okay? So you're probably wondering, okay, that makes kind of sense, Helen, but how? So I'm going to give you that in a second, so just hold tight. But what you want to really kind of understand is just forget it. It's good to learn, guys. but don't stress about when to post. When's the perfect time to post? How many times should I post? Everybody wants to know that information. But you'll get more out of social media, and you will win more with the algorithm when you stop thinking about that and start thinking about, how can I earn the right for more people to see my content? How do I earn the right for more people to engage with me? What is the actual content that you're putting out there? Is it connecting with people? All that kind of stuff. So I'm going to give you some tips in a minute, but do you understand that it is a core principle of understanding how you can get the algorithm to work in your favor is actually stop thinking about the algorithm. Stop stressing about when, where, what, all the rest of it, and start thinking about, how can I earn the right for my content to be seen in more people's newsfeed? So when you think of it like that, you have to think about things with more intention, more purpose, more connection, giving value, all those kind of things. Because if you go into social media thinking, what can I post to get a customer? What can I post to get somebody to reach out to me to build my team? Then you're looking at it completely the wrong way, and it'll be very short-lived. Okay, so we've got to earn the right for our content to be seen in other people's news feeds. Business page or personal profile just works a little bit differently. So I want you to think about a few things. So you might even choose to write these tips down and share them, with your team or other people that you work with, pass this training on, tag them in this video, whatever. But one of the first things you want to do is find your voice on social media. So find your voice. Now, on a business page, that's going to be very strategic, because you'll have something that you're teaching people or sharing with people that you can help solve their problems with a particular thing. So business page, it's our branding message, and that's quite, it's not easy. A lot of people struggle with their finding their brand, but you've got to find your voice there. But I would also encourage you to find a voice on your personal profile. You're not two different people. You shouldn't really be 100% building your business on your personal profile, because Facebook is really starting to crack down on that. People that are just mentioning things like, essential oils and stuff like that are getting banned from Facebook for 24 hours and 7 days and stuff like that. It's like, and this message pops up, this doesn't match with our community standards. We're banning you. This is our warning to you. You keep doing this, and then you can lose your personal profile. So Facebook's cracking down more on that side of it. So we have to be very careful what we do on our personal profile. But people join people. People don't join things. People don't join your products. People don't join your digital business. They join you. So I mentioned this last week in a video, if you picked this up. What are your 5 sort of core things that you are interested in? If you don't have 5, what are the top 3? Is it a particular interest like health and wellness, or building online, or makeup, or weight loss, or insurance, or finance? Like, what's your things? What do you enjoy? Is it gardening? Is it horse riding? Is it fishing? Is it, I don't know, what's your things? Share those things continually. Find your voice about things that you love. That's how you grow a tribe. When you talk about sort of laser focused things, when you find your voice on a business page, and you continually talk about that topic and how you can solve people's problems on that particular topic, that's how you build a brand and how you build influence. On your personal profile, what are your top 3 or top 5 things that you love to do? And find your voice, but use your voice. You might think, yeah, I know what I stand for, but are you posting consistently? Are you sharing with people how you feel? Are you putting up meaningful posts that have actually got something written about what you're up to, or what you're thinking, or what's going on, or those kind of things? So actually put some intention to it. So find your voice. What's your voice? What do you stand for? And use your voice consistently. That's how you grow a following, guys. When you stick to some real specifics, business page or personal profile or both, and you find your voice around those things, and you continually talk about those things from a place of, warmth and empathy and, compassion and all those kind of things. So find your voice and use it, number 1. Number 2, ask yourself all the time, who am I creating content for? Because it's not for you. You're not creating content for you. If you want to build a brand on social media, if you want to create influence, if you want to build a massive team, who are you creating content for? Who do you want to attract? Continually ask yourself that question. Who am I creating content for? And talk to that one person. Don't talk to thousands of people. When you talk to everybody, you talk to nobody. So you find your voice and you're really laser focused on who you're talking to. So remind yourself the algorithm is about earning the right to have your content put in other people's news feeds. So who are you talking to? Who do you want your content to land in their news feeds? So reassess that, evaluate that. Who am I actually creating content for? What do I want to say to them? What problems am I solving? What awareness do I want to create? So you're finding your voice and you're using your voice, but you're also thinking, who do I want to read this? This is where the algorithm will start to get dialed in. This is where you start to build a tribe because you're concentrating on what your voice is because you've thought about that. There's some intention about that, and you continue about your posting with those particular topics, but you're always thinking, who am I posting for? Who do I want to read this? Who do I want to talk to? And talk to that person. Don't talk to hundreds or thousands of people. Talk to that one person. Okay, so that's tip 2. Tip 3, if you can come from a place on social media as if you're having a conversation with whoever it is you're talking to, so even on your friends, on your personal profile of the people that are following you there, or on a business page or in a group, have a conversation with people. Think about when you're posting, how can I create a conversation? How can I get people to engage with this post that's going to create a conversation? What can I write meaningfully that is going to create a conversation? You don't want to talk at people. You want to talk with people. You want to create, wherever possible, conversations with people, even doing a live video. So it's you talking to people, whoever is listening. So it's kind of feeling like it's one way, but have a conversation anyway. Ask people, what are your thoughts around that? Do you agree with that? Have you got anything to share about an experience with you guys? What's going on in your part of the world? Engage people and have a conversation, even if no one is there. Trust me, guys, someone's always looking. Someone is always looking. There are people following you. They're watching your posts. They're reading what you write. They're listening to your live videos if you're doing them. If you're not, you should be doing them. And you don't even know they're watching. So somebody is always watching. Now, when you're really dialed into that person that you really want to connect with and you're having a conversation, even if they're not answering, if you go in with the intention of having a conversation with people, they might be thinking about it and they're thinking, that was such a great post. And they may not ever reply, but you're connecting sort of with people. So I would, number 3, highly recommend you ingrain in your brain. I was trying to say 2 words at once there. How can I have a conversation on social media? Not dictate, not one-way conversation, not telling people off, not telling people you should do this and you should do that. Have a conversation. Always drive for a conversation, even if nobody's there. Okay? The last one I'm going to share with you is always drive, and this is what's going to drive the algorithm massively, is human connection. So always drive for human connection. This is something I say over and over and over again. Be a human before you're a marketer. Even on a business page where it's there for marketing purposes, it's there to build your brand. You still want to be a human. You still want to get people to know who you are. You still need to share your personal life on a business page. You need to let your personality shine through. You need to be vulnerable. You need to be authentic everywhere. That's what human beings connect with. The more you understand who it is that you're talking to, what value you want to bring them, and earn the right to have your content seen in their newsfeed, the better off you're going to be with social media and the algorithm. And when you drive for conversations and you really connect with other human beings and they connect back, that's when the algorithm's really going to work for you. Remember that the algorithm is also driven by conversations. Conversations are driven by human connection. Something connects with somebody and they feel compelled to write something back. So that's the kind of content that you want to put out there. How can I drive for conversation? How can I really deepen my human connection with the people that are following me, which you're having to think about, who do I really want to connect with, and talk to that person. Don't talk to everybody. We don't want to put posts out there that you're thinking, oh, my mum and dad and my auntie and my cousin and everybody's looking at my personal profile. So I kind of, you don't want to worry about them. Who is it that you really want to connect with there? On your business page, your brand, who's your target audience, your customer avatar, all those kind of things that hopefully you've learned a little bit about. But when you're really dialed in and who you're talking to, you're really dialed in with what you're doing on social media. You can't just post and pray. I want to post something and hopefully go to customer. I want to post something and hopefully get, somebody's interested in joining my team, those kind of things. You actually want to just treat your social media as a little bit like, now this might scare you a little bit, but a little bit like a diary. So much more human connection. That's what people need these days. People are struggling out there. COVID has put people under enormous pressure. There are some of you that are in lockdown right now. You've lost your freedom for a period of time. We can't stress about those things because we can't change them. Don't stress about things you can't change. It's not worth it. It's not worth the energy, to stress about things you can't change. But people need human connection now more than ever. And social media is where a lot of that is coming from. Do you agree with that? You would obviously see the potential with that. Social media, doing live videos, posting, that's how a lot of people are actually connecting these days because we can't move around. Some people are not even allowed to leave their house, houses. I can't leave, it's a weird feeling not to leave Australia. I went to the US, 9 times this year would have been last year, we're in 2021 now. I would have been to the US for my 10th trip. Last year before we had to cancel it in 3 years or something. I love traveling. I love hanging out with my entrepreneur friends overseas. It's a privilege to travel. So I'm not complaining. I'm just saying people can't do what they normally do. So social media is all we've got. So when you really think at a deeper level and say, how can I connect with people? How can I let people know that I care? How can I let people know that I can help them? How can I let people know that I've got something that might be able to help them generate some extra money or make them healthier or lose weight or whatever it is? Think of things at a deeper level. To go back to what I originally said, the algorithm is not about you and what you want. So change your thinking. How do you deserve the right to be shown in more people's news feeds? You become much more intentional regarding what you post. You become really connected with who it is that you want to talk to. You become really connected with your voice and what it is that you want to share and what hope you want to give people. Making sense, guys? So just putting a much more deeper connection into what you do on social media than just posting for the sake that you want to build a business online and you want to generate more income. You see the potential in the online world. Somebody told you about a business opportunity. You thought it was a really good idea. You don't want to hassle your family and friends. So you come on Facebook or Instagram or Snapchat or Clubhouse or TikTok or wherever you're hanging out. But when you take it to a deeper layer, people will notice, guys. Because not a lot of people are doing that. People are using social media for very superficial reasons. And if you just take it to the next level and think about all those things that I've just mentioned with you and really think about human connection, that's when you grow a tribe. That's where you grow a sense of community, all those kind of things. And that's when people will start reaching out to you about what it is that you do. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. What are your thoughts about all of that? Just want to check in with what you're thinking. So great reminders. Thank you. Being vulnerable and letting people into your life. I love that. Absolutely. You've got, people that are genuine and, honest and vulnerable. That's what people connect with. I say, often people connect with your mess more than they connect with your perfection. People might look at someone that's perfect and go, oh, that's amazing, but they don't necessarily connect with it. They might admire it, but they don't necessarily connect with it. When you're vulnerable and people think you understand them, there's actually a connection there. That's when you'll really build a business. So thanks, Eddie. Cheryl, awesome tips. Thank you so much. So good to remind ourselves of these from time to time. Yes, people are looking for human connection and new opportunities all the time. So we've got a perfect combination if you have intention about the perfect combination. So what I mean by that is the opportunities online, they're there. They're right in front of you right now. That's probably why you're here. So the opportunity is there. but not at a superficial level, at a very intentional level. Okay. I agree. Social media is allowing us to connect these days. Can't imagine not having it. How would you feel if you had no internet, no Facebook, no Instagram, no TikTok, no Reels, you know, wherever you hang out? Imagine if you didn't have that. Would you feel lost at the moment? I really have a think about how much social media and just an internet connection means to you right now. So what I'm suggesting with this conversation is don't take that for granted. Appreciate the fact that you have it. Tell people you appreciate the fact that you have it, and the opportunities that it can bring, but don't abuse it, which is what most people do on social media. Janet, to some degree, yes, it is only social. It is the only socializing some people are doing or able to do. Correct. You're good at that for me, Chantel. I will do that in a second. It's not what you want. It's how you can help others. That's the way we want to look at it. Hey, Asha, how are you? Absolutely. Human connection is important more than ever these days. Well said. Fabulous advice. Thanks, Tracy. Thank you, Helen. Hey, Alistair, how are you? Perfect timing for me. I was lost. So just what I needed. And the social, I'll just finish off in this comment. Guys, social media is a minefield. And there's so many different directions that you can go. And often people will think, I don't know when to post. I don't know where to post. I don't know what platform should I be on. Should I be also on now TikTok and Clubhouse and, you know, everything else? Like, it's very confusing and a lot of people can get lost. So in relation to really connecting with other humans on social media, think about those tips that I just gave you. Find your voice. What's your voice? Like, brainstorm it. What do I want to be known for social media? What can I help people with? What's important to me that I can let people know? And stick to those core topics. Like, a brand on a business page needs to be quite specific. And, you know, what's your top 3, top 5 things on a personal profile? So really sort of dialing down, and just, if you really don't know what to post and you're building a business on social media, just post and share you, for starters. Just post and share you. Share your thoughts, share your life. If you're not doing anything, take selfies and share what you're thinking. You can never have an excuse for what not to post. But if you really don't know what to post, just post and share yourself. And then work out what you're doing with attraction marketing and branding and all the rest of it. But absolute minimum, just drive for human connection. Talk to people and have a conversation. Thanks so much for all you've shared, Helen. We are so lucky. Thank you, Susan. It would be very depressing. It's super hard to see those in facilities that have absolutely no human connections at the moment. I know you think about the older generation. It's just, you know, when you really think about a lot of things with what's going around at the moment, it's actually very, very sad. So just take a check-in and don't take for granted what we have here and what you can build for yourself as far as an amazing business and amazing relationships. You know, take this community here. We have the most amazing relationships with people, like I do, with people I've never met. There are people here in our crew that I care about deeply and I've never met. But social media has allowed us to do that. But that takes time. That's you guys getting to know me and me getting to know you guys. But social media allows all of that. So don't take that for granted. You should be really, really grateful for the people that you meet on social media and what they bring to your life. And I'm a true believer that things happen for a reason, and somebody will pop up in your newsfeed for a reason, and you connect with people for a reason. So don't take those things for granted. It may be the best opportunity, the best, you just never know where that's going to lead. Anyway, that's enough from me. We're just taking things to a deeper level. Now, the day after tomorrow on my live, I want to review somebody's personal profile. I've done this before and you guys seem to quite like it. So is anybody that's on live or watching the replay, can you please put in the comments, me please, if you would like me to review your personal profile. Okay, I'll do a business page later, but it's actually really helpful for you guys to see me critique somebody else's page as to what you should be doing and shouldn't be doing for things exactly like what I'm talking about right now. So if anyone wants to put up their hand for me to do that in 2 days' time, let me know in the comments and I'll put all your names in a hat and choose somebody and give you basically some free coaching. Okay, so let me know. Oh, there's lots of me pleases popping up. So keep it coming, and I'll just put all your names in a hat, and then I'll choose some. So it won't be tomorrow. I've got something else to talk to you about tomorrow, the day after. Okay, so for those of you in the coaching community, I will see you guys over there in that Facebook group in 15 minutes time. And for those of you in UK and Germany, if you're catching the replay of this one, I'll see you guys tomorrow. So that's tomorrow night, actually, my time. Don't want to confuse you. But whatever part of the day it is, guys, have an awesome rest of the day. And I will see you guys same time tomorrow. Bye.